Again, sleep, look at the attack bar. This is our window. Finally, we killed the Miles, 42k. Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summoners War video. We're back in Siege in G3. We are ranked exactly 50, so we're in the border of G3 and we're going against the Satanist and Katsumi. Right now it looks like it's a very close siege. Everybody's still having 12 towers. We have around 330, so around 110 attacks left. Satanist has 120, Katsumi has around 110 as well. Now, the only flaw of our territory is that we have this right here that I don't really like. So that could be a problem later. And they did also tag this, so they could cut off our neck. Not that good, right? That's like the last resort. Our good thing is that we have these trimmed down. We could even get this trimmed. And we're taking these two towers back, but while doing so, we're obviously using more swords, and then they'll have more swords than us, so we don't know what they could do. If they decide to go for this and cut these off, then we might be in a bad spot where we'll have to either give them 1 hour where we're not gaining any points, or we'll either or we'll have to use our swords to take these as quick as possible. Not the most optimal situation in any case, but we'll see how this goes. As you guys can see, we have used all of my attacks. So it's this again where I'll be explaining my attacks. So this is how the siege battle started. Satanist was a little aggressive, and same with the yellow guild. So red 12 had these with the Mimir, Cyclid, and Vigor. It looks like all G3 guilds are running some kind of Cyclid defense. So we're gonna see a lot of these. And I just took my Lucian team, hoping that the Cyclid was more of a violent set rather than a swift set. I don't show runes here, but I believe, or maybe I do? No, I just checked the base speed of it. So we go in. Again, my double was like 300. So Vigor goes first. So it was a violent Cyclid, but it was a swift Vigor. So I was like, oh, did we lose? But thankfully, triple crits went into that Vigor. The Mimir missed the crit, so he was gonna go for somebody else, but we did one-shot it. The crit resist buff didn't help, and with that we got the win. We were pretty lucky here with the crits and also with Mimir not proccing multiple times, because that Mimir is definitely on a violent set as well. So we got that first quick win. After that, I came back a couple hours later, like an hour later actually, and you can see the map has changed drastically, where the yellow is coming in aggressive now, although Tower 10 wasn't their tower. So we were in the pinnacle if we should take 8 or 9, but we decided to hold off, and we only attacked Tower 10. And they only wanted us to tag it, so I went in with a Leo team and tagged this defense. They didn't want us to take it right away. They just wanted one attack in, because we didn't know if the yellow guild was going to take that Tower 10, because sometimes the opponent guild, the other guild, decides to take that tower, and there weren't a lot of members active at that time, so we didn't have the firepower to take it quickly. Reason why we just touched it and just decided to see how things were gonna go. Because if you take 2, 3, 4 defenses, and let's say the red takes everything else, then you essentially wasted 4 attacks. So we didn't want that to happen. So this is gonna be a pretty long battle. They don't have a lot of damage, so we know that we're definitely gonna win if Miles dies. I was more scared of the Nigong. Nigong actually outputs more damage than Miles here due to the Leo. But we did get some lucky procs where Diana was able to kill off that Miles quickly, and we eventually got the win. So I'll just skip it, I guess, once we kill that Miles. I mean, I do think Miles comes back at one point, because the Nigong did get a couple of turns where he got skill 3 back up, but it was in no condition where they could change the match. Nobody was on destroy. Maybe Miles was on destroy, I'm not sure, but other than him, the Nigong and Lima were both definitely not on destroy, and there was just no threat at all on their team to kill any of my units. And if they fail to kill Eladriel anyways, then Eladriel just brings everybody back. So Yeah, so that's how the game went. I don't want to show the entirety of it. Yeah, so here you can see that Lima's the only one left, and you can see everybody else is fairly tanky, fairly healthy. So we got that one. We hit another base 11 on the yellow side, and we took this one right here, hoping that I could outspeed with my Verd Garo Rauk team. Again, hoping that the cichlid will be on violent, which most cases are, especially in this level. You can see I'm debating what I should take. Eventually, I stick with the Rauk team. And I believe I do show the runes here for this because I remember to do it. Yeah, my Rauk did get a little faster because I was able to farm some quicker runes on that set. So it's close to plus 200. But here, cichlid was on Swift, so... well, it could be on violent too, because there are a couple of guildmates that do have a plus 200 violent cichlid. So I'm not gonna say that's definitely on Swift. It could definitely be on violent. I'm not gonna look down on other people's rune quality. This is G3, so a lot of people here in RTA, they're G1, G2. Here I was hoping that I could one-shot that girl, but nope. Thankfully, she got stunned, and she wasn't anywhere close to getting another turn, and we were able to take that one. Look how they're pretty squishy. Definitely a lot of speed. Okay, so we are at a point where we had to take the red 10. It was the 10 that was on our side, so if you can, you want to take it back. And so I went into this defense right here, and I took my Feng Yang Juno with my Alaya team. I think I only show my runes to my Juno here. Yup. I updated my Juno runes too because I had to use that revenge rune somewhere else, so the build is broken. Here we were pretty lucky, but I was actually pretty sad that he didn't use the strip. It just means that he has a strip already. We were pretty lucky here where the mana didn't get a lot of defense breaks on our Juno. Because if it did, then I think it would have been a little closer than this. But with defense buff and with no defense break, the mana didn't have a high chance of killing our Juno. He did land it here once, but you can see he's not hitting as hard due to the defense buff. So I was being a little cocky and started just going for that Nana. It actually did work well in my favor, because that mana didn't proc as it usually does in many other siege battles. So you can see it's really close on killing that Nora. So I go for it again. There comes the parry. I still go for it. There comes another parry. I go for the Manon here. And then I go for the Nana again. No parry there. And then the Nana was dead. And at this point, I knew that I was very close to winning. At the latter part of the battle, it looked like Manon didn't parry too much. It did parry there once, got the stun. But that was about it. Yeah, no parry there, no parry there, and that was our win. Because usually the Manon can never beat the Wind Panda 1v1, right? I go for the strip, which really doesn't matter because he already has skill 2. Yup. Oh, he's proccing now, but it's a little too late, right? Yeah, definitely we're a lot healthier compared to some other mana defenses that we've hit. Okay, we were here where we had to take this 11, yellow 11, because by doing so, their 13 tower boost is also gone. And it looked like we just wanted to cut these two off because we took the 10, right? So here I runed up my Abilio again. My Abilio was unruned. I don't know if I show my runes here. Maybe I do. But it's mostly for the tanking of the Sierra Bombs, and the Harmonia bringing extra survivability with the Will, and Kinky just taking the damage from Zeratu because without crit, he doesn't hit 3 times. There it is. Okay, so that's my Harmonia, that's my Kinky, that's my Abilio. The runes are all not that great because I just ruined it on the spot, I was re-ruining my siege defenses, so a lot of things were unruined. Thankfully, the Orion kind of derped. She did get the bomb, but didn't get the stun, and I liked where we were at. I think only the Zaratu was probably on destroy. Maybe not. Nobody on us is destroy. Yeah, it looks like nobody's on destroy. So it was a little easier for me, since that meant if I just had my sustain up the whole time, it'll be pretty healthy for me. Yeah, even with the attack buff, Kinky wasn't. I mean, even with the attack buff, the Zaratu wasn't hitting hard enough to our Kinky. Really wanted to kill that Sierra because that's the only damage threat to our Kinky. If you keep your Kinky alive, you technically win. I was actually pretty scared there that Sierra was gonna kill my Abilio right away. Okay, yeah, definitely Zaratu with those procs. If somebody other than Kinky was tanking him, he would have killed it. He would have definitely killed it. So now he goes for the Abilio. There you go. Abilio survived with 1 health, so that's good. No crit there. Now Zaratu is technically dead, but thankfully we did have that defense break from the previous turn. Killed the Abilio. Now 1v1, no defense break threat, so there's no way that Zaratu could kill anybody. And with that, we did take this win. Now it looked like we want to take yellow 7 as well. So they had these Tessarion, Odin, Riley defense. I took in my twins here. And the twins with Nana is a pretty good counter. But I was actually really surprised because we weren't getting no debuffs. We weren't stealing the buffs either. So that's when I realized, oh shoot, they're probably on 100 res because they have the Tessarion lead. See how we're not doing anything? We almost killed there. But he gets 5 stacks right here. Thankfully, we take away those stats by killing him once. Very healthy. We got the defense break, and again, with 1 tick of health, he lives. So, I actually got pretty scared here. Even with him dead, if Theo procs multiple times, we could lose here. Look how he's resisting like a boss. Got the defense break, counter comes in, and I was like, holy crap. Now we could really lose. Nana Oblivion, that's horrible. Look at that. If he just got a defense break with the proc, I think we would have probably lost. This is why I'm not hitting the Tessarion so I don't get revenged, so that we could get our passive up as soon as possible. But thankfully he procced like that, but didn't use skill 2. I'm pretty sure cooldown wise he has it. But we got this defense break, which did allow us to get the kill, and which meant that we got the win. Now I was checking because somebody said, I know that guy. I don't know if he was talking about me, but we didn't have to steal or anything. I think the additional damage just did enough. There you go. Yeah, we all take this yellow 7, which had 1 defense left, which was the Liu Mei defense with Haynes. Really old defense. I took in my Susano, Orion, Stella. Sadly, the defense break went on Haynes, so I guess we just went for the kill there. 30k. A very tanky Haynes. We still could lose here, so I really wanted that Liu Mei dead as quick as possible. We failed the defense break again, so I had to go for the Vigor. After seeing that, I was like, man, I should have went with skill 1 on the Vigor from Susano, but we survived. We healed that up. We put the silence so that Liu Mei can't do anything, and we were able to get that win. Cool. Okay, so we were at a point where we had to take this tower on tower 4, the yellow again, and I ruined up the Praline offense, where you just kill off the Manon if it's not paired with Molly. Since then, there's no glancing chance. Just wanted to make sure if the card Covenant was ruined. Use Perish. Taru kills off the Manon. It actually didn't do as much damage as I hoped for, 44k. Same with this one, 45k. So there was definitely windows where I could have lost. I think if the defense had better rune quality? Probably. I should have switched out my artifacts because it was still the same artifacts from before, which didn't have additional damage on certain elements, which is something that you should do if you're in high siege. Satanist came in pretty deep, so this is our base 4 that they took over, and they had these up. And I took in my Odin team, which eventually failed. I'll show you guys that right now. There you go. So I bring in this team, believing that they're tanky enough, but I really think that I should change my Odin to will set, and because I think the stacks just don't get stacked enough. We were even lucky where the Cichlid went for the Tessarian rather than my Odin reset. Here I put in Oblivion here, but the Cichlid just cleanses that. And then we get in a very dangerous situation like that. I was hoping for procs on my Riley, which didn't happen. We could even land Oblivion on that Dark Archangel because we were Oblivion, and then our Tessarian dies, which means that it's technically closely over. We don't even have attack buff. We were even lucky again here, but I knew that this wouldn't kill, so yeah, only hits for 16k. If he had attack buff, he would be dead. And then maybe if we had a chance, but either the attack buff got stripped. Yeah, it probably got stripped. Here I was just debating skill 3 to skill 1. I wanted the defense break on. Actually, maybe the Oblivion would have been better because I do think my Odin moves once, but as you can see with the Oblivion, we're not gaining stacks, and that means it's technically over, right? Odin's taking some hits like a boss, however, was not enough, and that cost me the game. It was a pretty lackluster offense, to be fair. I didn't think clearly enough. Instead, I come into this defense again because it was the same tower. I was gonna attack this initially, but a guildmate went into it and he lost as well. So I came into it after he lost with this offense, knowing that they have so many buffs. I was hoping Mycelia will do some work. One downside and one thing I know why this defense doesn't work well as a siege defense is just that it's so hard to get that timing. You can see that Nigong is a fast Nigong. So it woke up. Miles is gonna wake up here too. So it's really hard to get a sleep situation unless your cat procs. See how everybody's awake right now, so we're not gonna do crazy damage. He's not even sleeping. Celia's there to rescue, but she's on a swift set. That sleep actually helped a lot, but Lima also goes for the cat. Now this is one of the windows that I saw. However, if you look at attack bars, they're all waking up before my cat moves, which is not that great. One turn sleep is not enough. I need 2 turn sleep, guys. 2 turn sleeps. Probably put an Arya here instead. We got a good proc there. Now we're very lucky because I do kill the Nigong before our Carcano dies. Boom, Nigong is dead. We get a proc there, but nobody's sleeping. We failed to get a sleep. I tried to crit here, I failed. Thankfully, no will, but everybody wakes up. Now I'm kind of scared here. We were very lucky Miles hasn't procced as much because Miles could have killed the Carcano a long time ago. Here we just hit the Lima, got the sleep. And then we get this sleep right here, which looks great, right? Because look at that attack bar. But then Lima again goes for the stupid Miles. I was hoping for a proc right here. Boop. No proc. Again, sleep. Look at the attack bar. This is our window. Finally, we killed the Miles, 42k. And that was technically it. We get the counter to get the win. So with that, that was our 9. That was our 9-10. 9-1, sorry. Yeah, that was our last battle. And right now, this is how the map looks. It looks like the Satanist is now coming in again more. Even the yellow is getting pushed back by the Satanist, but we're getting pushed even harder. So we have to take these back, it looks like, at the very least. And then we have to take this one back. Tower attack wise, ooh, now the Satanist has the same as us, but we are still behind in towers, so that doesn't look too great. We'll see though how it goes. It looks like Kasumi got some 10-10s, Satanist got one, a couple 10-10s there as well. And you can see that we failed to get any 10-10s. So that's pretty depressing. But that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys watched till now, please like and subscribe. If you guys want to get account reviews, please join my Patreon. If you guys want to get account improvements, join my Discord. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.